One verse of the day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher here at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. And I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Today we are in Matthew chapter 9. Matthew chapter 9. Going to start with verse 9 and work our way down to verse 13. Matthew 9, starting with verse 9, going to verse 13. It reads here and says, As Jesus went out from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting in the tax collector's booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. Then it happened that as Jesus was reclining at the table in the house, behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and were dining with Jesus and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they said to his disciples, "Why is your teacher eating with the tax collectors and the sinners?" But when Jesus heard this, he said, "It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire compassion and not sacrifice, for I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners." And so what does these verses mean? What is it talking about? One, we find one of the apostles when he was first called to come and follow Jesus. He is a Jew, but he was a tax collector. He is called and come be with him. But as he does that, he goes into a house, he's eating, reclining, and other tax collectors and other sinners come and sit with him. And of course, many people are questioning this. Why? What's going on? Why would he claim to be righteous and to have these powers from God and then not separate himself from these people? Why would he sit with these people? And of course, he comes out to point, this is why he came. He came to call sinners, right? He came to heal, would be the big point to bring out there, right? Many people will probably come to this verse and say it's a verse to talk about acceptance. And he's not accepting their sin. Let's make that clear, right? He's not bringing these people in, sitting with them and accepting their adultery, accepting their drunkenness, accepting their lies, accepting their stealing and their, harsh and rude to everybody. He's not accepting those things. Again, what example is he giving us here? He says a physician, right? It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. If we go to the doctor and we are sick, we don't just go to the doctor and the doctor's like, "Great, you're sick. Let's sit down and just eat and enjoy time." No, you go to the doctor to get better, to get rid of your sickness, to find out what you need to do, to find out what you need to stay away from, find out, what's the best course. And so therefore we go to the doctor to get better. And that's the same thing with Christ. We come to Christ, yes, as a sinner, but not to stay as a sinner. We come to Christ so that we can be healed, so that we can be forgiven, so that we can learn what we need to do and what we need to stay away from, right? That's the example it's given. And if we follow that example, follow that scenario of a sick person going to the doctor to get better, well, if we are a sinner going to Christ, it's in order to get better also. It's not so that we can be accepted in our sin, so that we can continue in our sin, but rather we die to sin and put it off. And so that's my thoughts for you today. I appreciate you joining me. Hope everybody has a blessed day. And if the Lord is willing,